Hey guys, welcome to the Late Bloomers podcast.
Where we know things we don't know.
I'm your host, Madeline Ayuma Combo.
And I'm your host, Fiona Marcella. Yeah, so
very thank you guys
for the support that you gave us from our last episode.
Yeah, we appreciate for the comments, the feedback. All is appreciated.
And we're back here again. Episode 2, guys. So excited.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, bloom with us again.
Bloom with us again.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I saw you actually. How have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah.
I've been good. I've been good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Kupambana tu na maisha.
And the inflation.
Hey.
Okay, I'm good too. So, what are you addressing?
Some of our life lessons before 25.
Yeah, I'm actually turning 25 in a few months' time. And we're here to share the things we have learned so far about life.
Personally, I'm turning 25 next year.
So this is in honor of me turning 25.
Yeah,
soon.
This is in honor of a combo.
Yeah, turning 25 soon.
Yeah.
So,
what are some of the life lessons you've learned through the years?
The first thing I've learned is that 25 is still fucking young. Like, you don't have to figure everything at 25. Your life is just beginning, I mean. So, you don't have to have everything
figured
out. You don't have to know what you're going to do next. You don't have to. It's okay for you not to know what you want next from there henceforth.
Yeah, I remember we also talked about that on our first episode when we were explaining why the Late Bloomers podcast. By 20s is when we are trying to figure out our lives.
Yeah, totally.
And that applies to 25 as well. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right.
Young.
Still figuring life out. Still trying to know what you want, what you don't want.
Yes.
Still trying, even career-wise.
Yeah.
It is okay to change your courses as many times as possible until you find that thing you want to pursue.
Yep.
Don't just go with one thing you've done, which course should I use as an example? I don't need to use my courses.
You can say anything.
Okay, maybe personally I did interior design as my major. But the more I advanced, I wanted to pursue other things. And I was afraid to say it because I was like, maybe I'm going to disappoint my parents. But again, I want to do something else. This is not what I want to do now. I want to do something else. And I'm happy I have a supportive mother. Whatever it is I want to do, my mom will root for me. My mother is always rooting for me.
That's good.
As much as, yes, I would feel guilty and I don't want to disappoint them, but I'm young. I don't want to regret later on.
Yeah.
I'm young. I can do as many things as possible. Yeah. I can be a chef. I can be an interior designer. I can be an architect.
There's no limit.
Anything.
You know, I was listening to Steve Harvey the other day, and he was saying that you can be as many things as you want. You don't have to
narrow down to
one thing. What if this one thing
doesn't
work out for you? You get. So you need to explore your options. You can be good in 3 things. You can be good in 4 things. You can be good in more than 5 things, and it's okay to be good in other different areas.
Very true. Yeah. Because even me, simply because I did something else apart from my major in college, doesn't mean that I'm not good at that specific thing. Yeah. I'm a very good designer, you get. But I also want to pursue other things apart from design. Yeah. I want to do content creation. I want to do administration work. You get. Yeah. I want to do everything. I even want to do charity. You get. So you can be flexible, not specifically at your 20s, but anytime. But now these are some of the life lessons we are privileged to have learned before our 25.
Be open to
change. Be open to transition.
Be open to starting afresh. Be open to reinvent yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah.
25 is still fucking young, so zero pressure.
Don't
feel rushed by the society to get married at that age. Don't feel it's okay for those who get married at that age, but don't feel pressurized to do something just because you're at 25. So just go with your flow. If you get there, you get there. If you don't get there, you don't get there.
Yeah, don't be pressured to do something you're not comfortable doing because of the pressure of society.
Yeah. What's your other point?
So mine is appreciate life, slow down a little bit, and family love and friends love is equally important.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, so don't be so hard on yourself. Just appreciate life, live life, accept those who love you, love people, tell them you love them. It's important, especially for our mental health.
There's this thing with our generation where we're we have normalized ghosting people. We have normalized not talking to family. We have normalized very many things which are not okay.
Yeah.
It's not like if you can amend some situations, amend them. If you can tell someone sorry, tell someone sorry. If you can tell your mother here, speak up.
It's as simple as telling people you love them.
Yeah.
Even for men. Men have pride. Men have a lot of pride. And you can't tell your brother, yo, bro, I love you. Like, people should normalize such things. You get? Because someone feels some type of way. You get? Men also have emotions. You also have feelings. So it is okay to tell people you love them. It's not only a girl's thing. Tell your brother you love them. Like, normalize appreciating people and telling them you love them.
Yeah.
And also telling them how you feel. If someone hurt you, just tell them, I felt some type of way when you told me this and this. Or I felt some type of way when you did this and this. If you appreciate, just appreciate people. Tell them you love them. Be ready to profess your emotions and feelings, etc.
That takes me to, is it okay to cut your family off if they are tell me they are not good for your mental health? Is it okay to cut necessarily anyone in your family for your mental health?
Yes.
Attain the space that you're trying to understand them, you're trying to prophesy your love or something, but they keep on disappointing you, they keep on kufanya vitu zenye haziendani na wewe, you give them countless time until you're no, and you just stay there, me I'll stay here.
It's very okay
to cut off family.
Yes. As long as you're messing with my mental health. Me, I am very heavy on my well-being, and mental health is one of them. I don't care who you are. I will give you your space.
It's easier said than done, but imagine this is your mother or your brother or your sister. Alafu sasa tuseme they are continually fucking you up. You get? Sasa afika mahali you are torn between cut off na this is your brother.
Okay, people don't understand the term cutting off. Okay, we don't put it as cutting off necessarily because this is family. So there are some things that you're going to consider.
You remove yourself from that situation.
Yes. Me, personally, what I'm going to do is I will remove myself from that, especially if it's someone who I can't cut off completely.
Yeah.
I will just mute, go MIA, because sometimes, you know what, you realize that sometimes you can't act how you want to act when it comes to family.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I can't cut off my mother. I can't cut off my brother.
You can't.
You get?
Everything you can't.
But if they're messing with my mental, I will remove myself
from that situation
until when I'm okay. Until when I'm ready to, because sometimes I prefer to keep quiet than to talk.
Likewise.
And that is my way of coping. You get? You might hurt me, but I won't say it there and then. I will segregate myself, be in my own vibe and my own mood until when I'll feel like it's ready, until when I'll feel like I'm ready to talk about it. I will talk about it. But when I'm not ready, I will just be quiet. I'll be in my own vibe, in my own feelings. But that's not cutting off. That's just
Coping mechanism.
That's a coping mechanism. Yeah.
Like you find a solution way forward, how you deal with that.
That's a coping mechanism and not necessarily cutting off. Because you can't, there are some people you can't cut off.
We need to stop, most of our, like this generation of ours, we need to stop, like the analogy, like I'll cut you off. Like it's not easy. Like you lose good people because of this story, I'll cut you off. Now like you genuinely kukoseana, you get like it's a small thing. But you're like, Fiona, maybe I don't want to see you again. You were and even me go this way, but I don't want to see you again.
Yeah,
you
and that's
normalize cutting people off. Like talk, solve your issues. If it's this you've been done to, tell me straight up. Yo, I feel this way. Tell me how I
talk things out, and that's why I give people grace.
That's a point on its own.
Yeah, I give people grace, but when I'm done, I'm done.
That brings me to the point of
when I'm done, I'm done. When I tell you something once, twice, you will know. By the way, and I'll tell you as a joke, but when I'm done, I give people a lot of grace.
Yeah.
You get, but when I'm done, I'm done. So cutting off is not bad, but again, someone can't wrong you once and you cut them off immediately. At least try and listen to what they have to say. Try and listen to them.
Yeah.
Try and understand them from their own point of view or from their own perspective before you cut someone off completely. Yeah. You need to have done something continuously
and try to understand.
Yeah, or consecutively without like trying to put my emotions or feelings at consideration. So that's when I'll remove myself or remove you from my life.
That brings me to the point of like know the difference between being kind and nice. Don't be a doormat. Don't allow people to step on you. This has taken me time to figure out the difference between nice and kind, because I find like myself, I'll be totally kind to people when they are unkind to me. So I'm like, as days go by, it's something I'm still implementing in my life, where I'm a kind person, like know the extent, know the limit of how far you can go in your kindness and in your niceness, because some people take advantage of you.
Yes.
They take advantage of Medlin
is always kind.
Medlin is always So I'm trying to put on boundaries. And you're like, this is what I'm working on. Respect this. I'm not doing that. This is only how I can go and assist you. Like I'm trying not to go extra mile for people, because I've been disappointed so many times with people, because you tend to go extra mile for people, but when it's your time,
no one shows up for you.
But it's not their fault, you take it personally.
Yes.
Maybe they're not in a position to show up for you, but you tend to take it personally, because where you are countlessly turning up and showing up, but these people are not. But it's not on them. But so I need to work on my expectations of people.
That's what I was about to say. Like sometimes you need to be observant and you'll realize a lot.
Yeah.
You get, just take some time and read the room, read the people. That comes back to being observant. You'll really realize a lot. And when you realize a lot, you won't find yourself in such situations. And I understand this is like a life lesson. This is something that is teaching you to be
continuously learn.
You continuously learn, and it's teaching you to be a better person.
For yourself.
So my other point would be self-love is important.
Definitely.
Yeah, like putting in the work on yourself. And I also believe that when you put in the work, like the quality of your life will be equal to the quality of your relationships. Definitely. Like the work you put to yourself
will reflect. Will bounce back to people.
You will gravitate to a different audience and different kinds of people. You will attract your type of people.
Yeah. though sometimes self-love
It's a tricky one.
it's a tricky one, and it's a journey's work. It's a daily journey's work. The days you will wake up and you feel like, I'm too fat, I'm too what, I'm too this, I'm not that. Like, regardless, you should choose to love yourself on a daily basis. Daily basis, the days you won't feel the love, like, so many people are out here preaching self-love. But then it's easier said than done. When you're starting implementing, like,
True.
to show up for yourself. Some people don't even know what it means to show up for themselves.
That's
actually.
constant reassurance.
Affirmations. Tell yourself you're beautiful every morning. Tell yourself this day is going to be perfect. Tell yourself, like, when you wake up, tell yourself, I'm grateful for this day. Nothing is going to get on my nerve.
That will go to my second point. Before you, like, start telling God all your worries, oh my God, start complaining. Like, gratitude is important.
Yeah.
Let's learn to be grateful.
Kwanza nikiamka asubuhi, what I do is, this day is going to be peaceful, this day is going to be this and this and this. This is what I want. Even when a conductor comes to you and you're like, he's trying your patience
in a good
skills,
mood.
You're like, me, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that. Not today.
Not today. Pal.
By the way, conductors can irritate
Test your patience skills. Like,
where? This is another day to remind you to get your own cars. Because unaweza amka na good mood, but
conductor ameamka na
whatever it is, you'll find on the way. Yeah. But anyway.
My other point is, parents can only raise you so far. At some point in life, you have to raise yourself. You have to... There are norms they have set for you. So you have to disregard those norms and start raising yourself. Choose your own beliefs. Choose on what to work with. If this is a no for you, this is a no. Because sometimes parents are amazed when you're like, like, the values they instilled in you, like, some of them, you took the good, you get. But there are things that as you grow up, they don't necessarily not make sense to you. I don't know how to phrase it better. But there's some things when you grow up, like, you start questioning. Is this, that? So at some point in life, personally, I've realized you have to start raising yourself.
Exactly. And let parents be parents, honestly.
And give parents some grace.
Hey.
Parenting is very hard, actually.
Parenting is not...
It's not easy as it seems.
We are not parents, but looking
from
at
what
it...
we have experienced.
Yeah, looking at it from our point of view, like, just give parents... Like, let parents be parents.
Because
give parents some...
my mother is a strong woman.
Yeah.
I was raised by a strong woman.
Me too. I was raised by a very strong woman.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
When I start talking about my mother here...
I know. The things they do for us, they constantly show up for you, regardless of whatever you're doing. Like, if you're in a bad position, the parents constantly show up.
Even my mother, especially my mother, is very supportive. My mom is like my cheerleader. And I really appreciate that woman.
Yeah, I really do.
Even for this channel to, like, my mom is calling everyone. She's like, subscribe. That woman is my everything.
My mom was in Sharks the other day. He was like telling my cousins, have you subscribed to You Must Think? Have you subscribed to You Must Think?
Sometimes they don't even know what goes on here. But because your daughter is doing it, you have to be forefront. You have to support her.
Support her.
Me, my mom has supported me from the word go.
Yeah.
Even when I felt like, oh my God, I can't tell my parent this. But I'll tell her and the reaction is different. Even when I wanted to change courses, that was going to be very hard for me. Especially when everyone else knows I'm doing this particular course, but I don't want to continue with this major. I want to change it. But the only person who supported me was my mother.
My mom was a bit frazzled when I told her, like, I'm going to start a podcast, and she was like,
those social media things.
Yeah, but after watching the first episode with her, she was like, Every day she continuously asks me, mkona subscribers wangapi leo?
Wameongezeka.
Na likes inalipa. Bless her heart.
Me, my mother, I'm sure right now she's even recruiting people to subscribe. I'm sure by now she's even taking people's phones to subscribe on her own.
Yeah, bless our parents.
Like let parents be parents. Learn to appreciate parents, respect parents.
And give them grace, actually.
Give them grace. Just love your parents.
At some point, you have to raise yourself for our audience. You have to start creating your norms, creating your routine, creating the things you believe in, questioning some things. This brings me to the point where, like, we used to be told, ukiwa mdogo, stop being selfish. But it's good to be selfish.
It's good to be selfish. Especially with yourself.
Draw the line. But I struggle with drawing the line. Like, unajua ukiwa mtoto ulikuwa unaambiwa wewe unajipenda. Like, selfish in Swahili translates to unajipenda. Kujipenda, it's not a bad thing.
But the way ukiambiwa unajipenda, it look like a very bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not. The more you grow, the more you realize
you need to love
like, yourself.
Share. In African, you're like, nimeleta hii moja, share. Ama you're given this and you're like, pia mimi sitaki, mimi napenda hii. But sasa, I've learned this last year. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to say no. It's okay to tell people, pause, I don't want that. It's okay to tell people no, and it's okay to be selfish with your time, with your energy, with everything like that makes sense to you.
So true.
Yeah.
My other point would be, like, celebrate people who want to be around you and don't worry about those who don't. Like,
I think I have a point like that.
Yeah, and like, just surround yourself with people who want the best for you. Because the other day when you asked me about red flags and green flags in friendships, then I told you a friend who has my best interest at heart. Then you are like, how will you know someone has your best interest at heart? And this goes back to that, celebrate with people who want the best for you and leave those who don't want. Because sometimes, even someone who is close to you doesn't want to support you. Maybe you have something that you want to share, and that's an achievement for you. But to them, it's not. So you'll go to this other person. This is not an achievement for this person. But this other person, it's an achievement for them. So I would rather celebrate it with someone who understands it and sees it as a big deal the way I'm seeing it. And again, celebration is also personal.
Yeah.
You get?
I think that refers to my point. People who matter, like, let me just read it.
So just celebrate. If you feel like someone doesn't have your best interests at heart.
It is people who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. People who mind
matter.
People who mind don't matter. Like, when they have a lot of opinions, they don't matter. But those who matter, they don't have a lot of opinions.
They'll just go with the flow.
Do it.
It will be spontaneous. Like, even the celebration thing, everything will just go with the flow. So don't force issues.
I think it falls in the point of, your emergency is not my emergency. Like, there are things, ukiambia mtu, but then iko na emergency, and they're slacking actually to assist you, na unajua they're in a position to help you. Necessarily, it's not my emergency. Ukitaka ni move everything around, just showing up
just because of
you.
You need to understand your emergency.
I used to struggle with that. Mimi naelewa nikiwa na shida, pia wewe uko na shida, wewe mbona unisaidie?
That's why I'm saying also, everything is personal. Celebration is personal. When you achieve something, it's personal. So don't be upset when someone is not giving you the same attention you'd have given them. Ama when someone is not reacting the way you expected. I might be excited about something, but it doesn't excite you. You get, so we won't react the same way. You get?
And
so
don't take it personally.
Don't take it. That's why I'm saying celebration is personal. So don't take it personal when someone doesn't.
But it's hard not to take personal. It's very hard,
but
actually.
Imagine nowadays I understand people. You don't need to support me. You don't need to be happy for me. It is okay.
Move with the flow. Move with those who move with you.
Yeah, move with those who move with you and move with the flow. Like, it's not that deep.
It's never that serious.
Yeah, it's never that
It's never that serious.
It's never that serious.
Yeah.
Second, mine would be, yeah, build a relationship with God. Oh my God. At least have something that you believe in. Imagine living life without any supreme being that you look up to. Like, your relationship with God is as equally important.
Yeah, totally.
At
Actually, that
least-
should be our first point.
Yeah,
Sorry,
your,
God.
Aki, your relationship with God is important. Let's normalize praying.
Yeah.
Let's normalize praying.
Manifestation.
Let's normalize reading the Bible, going to church.
When is the last time you in church, honestly?
I go to church every Sunday.
Really?
Look at this one. You see, you are busy with work. Yeah. I go to church every Sunday. Like, normalize journaling. And don't just journal at it because someone had broke you. Journal by being grateful to God.
Yeah.
Journal by
Appreciate.
telling God how you feel, appreciating.
With
Read
praise
the
anything. You
Bible.
don't have to say, I can't, like, praise everything, like, unatamka na maneno yako. God,
As long
I'm
as
here,
you-
like, your intentions are right.
I can even pray when I'm seated here.
Yeah.
I can be looking at something, but
And you're
in my heart
intercessing,
I'm praying.
actually.
But as long as you humble yourself, because you need to be humble before you come before God.
Yeah, definitely.
Just humble yourself. And when it comes from a place of genuinity,
Yeah.
it will reach. And also walk by faith and not by sight. Just because of the presence of the storm doesn't mean God is absent.
Yeah, definitely.
You get, just be faithful and mpende Mungu.
Kabisa.
Hiyo ni life, that's a life lesson, because without God ungekuwa wapi?
But I don't know. But he has continuously showed up for me, and he is still continually showing up
And
for
me.
me.
I can't even talk about that.
There are
can't.
situations I find myself in, and I'm like, how will I handle this? Then out of nowhere, you're like, a light at the end of a tunnel.
Same.
And you're like-
God has been continuously grateful. God has been showing up for me. And nobody or nothing can change my mind about that. I will forever be grateful to God, no matter
my faith is crazy. The way, like, even my friends who mostly are around me are like, Madeline, like, you risk too much. I'm like, yes, my dad paid for everything up there. What should I be worried
You
about?
don't need to be
I
worried.
don't. Yeah.
You don't
My
need
dad
to be
died-
worried.
My dad died for me.
I know, right?
Yeah, that guy died
Soft
for
life through Christ. Per.
me. Yeah.
Hii yote ni God.
Hiyo hata ni God. Ni Mungu tu.
Ni Mungu tu.
Yeah, about to ni God tu. That's equally like a successful in your life, and then you ask, ni God.
Ni God.
Ni God. And you're ni God.
And secondly, I would also say that we need to learn that life's colors aren't always rosy. Kuna ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like, people need to normalize that. Life's colors aren't always rosy, as in it's not always gonna be good.
Hata the roses have thorns, actually. Inakudunganga pole pole tu hivi.
Hata sisi bloomers, we have obstacles.
Yeah.
And we need to normalize that and understand that and know how
It's
to
life.
handle
That's
such
life.
things. Yeah. Like, take
It's
life.
a wave, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, my point is, just a minute. The way people treat you has nothing to do with you. It's a them problem.
They're projecting their problems and insecurities.
on you. If I come here and be a bitch to you, you have nothing.
I have nothing to do with it.
I have nothing to do with it. That has taken me quite some time to understand that. And yet, like, I used to take everything personally. Hata ukienda job interview, mtu akatiwa like, maybe it's this, maybe it's... Imagine it's not
It has
you.
nothing to do with you. People
And I'm
need to
still
understand
learning.
that.
I'm actually still learning not to take things personally. And the more niliona, like, the moment you take things personally, you give the other party a chance to, like, to kuumiza, you get? Like, the moment ata aongeaje, it doesn't get to you, inaingia ikitoka, it doesn't get to you.
Yes.
But the moment, hiyo nikaa kupatia mtu nafasi yawe, like,
To annoy you.
Exactly.
To annoy you, degrade you, discourage you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it not get to you. Someone else's rejection will be accepted somewhere.
But since I started implementing that peer, I think understand people. And yet I'm talking like, that was never me.
It's not a me problem.
It's not a me problem,
It's a you
actually.
problem.
It's a you problem. And you won't find me actually engaging. At I'm too long, you won't find me engaging because I won't give you that pleasure. You want to, like, you badly want to see my reaction. I won't give you that gratitude.
Same.
I won't give you that gratitude.
Imagine
You'll be like
same.
just doing that, and I'm like watching you.
Maybe for you to get my reaction, upgrade your subscription. Me, I won't let anything like spoil my mood, or just anyone to access me and they want to spoil everything that I've worked hard to create.
I'm actually a very laid back person. Hata ukinikosea, I'll be like, just easy.
Silence is always the best medicine. If you don't, kama uja realize, like you're better silent than unnecessary things.
Alafu I feel like confrontations, you tend to say a lot of things and you don't mean, and you could have avoided it.
You could have avoided it.
We are friends, and then maybe you're brushing
quiet.
shoulders. Then I start saying some ugly terms, some terms that are not making sense.
So you're better silent than,
I think,
unnecessary confrontations. Kwanza me, imagine I won't confront you. Most of the times I'm always quiet because again, I test my spaces. I will only put my energy into something worth it. Something that is not, I won't even look for closure or anything. I will let it go, because how you treat me or how you want me to react is enough closure for me. If you wanted the best for me, you wouldn't want me to you wouldn't do something that will make me react badly. You'll care about me by how you act. You get, but to a point you want to trigger me to do something bad, or you want to trigger me to act out of anger. But is enough closure that you don't care.
I really hate when I act out of anger. Majority of the times, I'll find myself speaking vitu zingine hata nikirudi chini nikianza kureflect.
Yeah, like why did I even say that?
Say this? Did I really mean it? Then you have to go to this person, start apologizing. It was never you, because I tend to apologize. If I know that actually I've wronged you, Fiona, I'll apologize. Imagine saying sorry costs you nothing.
It
doesn't reduce anything in your life.
Just always be ready to apologize when you're wrong. When you wrong someone.
Like, hey Fiona, sorry I did this and this and this and this and this. I hope you can forgive me.
Yeah, and that comes back to, like, you need to also be woke enough to identify your mistakes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. Yeah. But you need to, like, be woke enough to identify your mistakes, or sit down with yourself somewhere and reflect. If you did something, did I really do something right?
Yeah.
And if it's wrong in your eyes, like, just always be ready to apologize.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And again, on that topic of apologies, forgiveness is personal too. When I forgive you, it's for me.
It's for you. It's baby. Utabeba watu wangapi? How many people have wronged you so far in this years you have existed?
When I forgive you, it is for me, not even for you.
It's personal.
It's personal.
Yeah. I choose to, after if you don't ask for it,
even
I choose to forgive you.
I choose to forgive for my own sanity's sake.
Yeah.
I choose to forgive you for my own sake, for my own sanity. You don't even have to apologize to me. You get?
Yeah.
But, like, to just let you go, I will let you go, I'll forgive you, so that I can also be free.
Yeah.
Emotionally free, etc., etc.
Yeah. Another thing I've learned is that happiness is a choice. You can choose to be grateful even in adversity. You can choose to be joyful even when things are going bad. You can still choose to rejoice. I'm like, despite me being here, I'll be here tomorrow. And this is where I'm at right now. It's not where you have to be all this way. This is where I'm at. Because pain lasts for a short time. It doesn't, like, life is heavy. It moves heavy. So choose happiness every time. Choose joy. Choose to rejoice. Even when things are going bad. Say, I'm here for now. For now, this is where I'm at. Yeah. But later, see me, I'm a bloom.
You'll be blooming.
I'm a bloom. Yeah, so choose happiness every time.
Choose happiness always. Have a smile on your face.
Yeah, choose to.
Yeah, choose to. No matter what's going on in your life, Just and again, avoid being negative all the time. Try and look at everything positively, even if it's like it's not the best thing. But like try and look at it from a better perspective, from a good point of view, from a good, like, let's be positive people. Let's not always be negative. Even when we speak, I don't like negativity. Even when I
protect my energy.
Even when I see
energy at all costs.
Even when I see, hey, anyway, this one, I be like, God got me. I'm going to be positive. This is going to work out for me. Everything is going to work out for me. Like, just have a positive mindset always.
Yeah, totally. Last but not the least, always give yourself grace. And know that timelines are different. Some people at 25 are doing wonders and marvelous in their life. And then there are some of us trying to
figure out our lives. And it is fine.
And there are those who are there are those actually trying to make ends meet. Like, we are all at different sessions. Like, kila mtu ako pace yake in life, you get. So stop comparing yourselves to other people. Everyone has his or her own timeline. So go with your flow. Go with your vibe.
True. And I've also learned to face my actions and fix what I can't. What I can't, I leave it alone.
Let it be.
Like, don't put pressure on yourself. Fix what you can, and what you can't, leave it alone. You get? If you can't do something, just be able to identify it, accept it, move on. If you can fix it, fix it. If you can't, leave it alone. Also, another thing is, be comfortable with waiting a little bit longer for what you deserve. It's okay to wait. Good things take time.
Good things take time to bloom, man.
Good things take time. And another thing will be, don't force anything, be it friendships, be it relationships.
Don't force vibes.
Right now, people are naive. Someone will do something on your face and you feel like it's okay.
But
you get? It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Like, if you feel like, call it out. If you feel like something is not even serving you, remove yourself from it. Me, I'm talking it from a point of friendships. I'm talking from a point of relationships. Any ships, situationships, entangled. If something is not serving you
or serving who you are,
remove yourself from that situation. And don't force anything. You know your worth as a person. As a woman, you know your worth. You get? Know your worth as a woman. And don't allow anyone to disrespect you. No matter your age, no matter your size, no matter what, do not allow anyone to lower your confidence. Especially as a woman.
That's a life's work.
Yeah, especially as a woman, do not allow anyone to degrade you or disrespect you or degrade you as a person. You're as equally important in this generation or society as any other person. You get? You're as equally important. So do not. I'm so heavy on that. I'm so heavy on that.
What I've learned again is, things sometimes will or won't work out. Like, get to you. That's life. Some things might work out.
Sometimes some things won't.
Actually, not work out. So be open to any change, any shift, any change in your life.
Any
it doesn't
transition.
work out, figure out. One thing from where I work, where I have learned, is always think outside the box. Yes, tuko hapa, this has happened. What can I do from here to move from here to nisonge? So things will, things might not. So
things will, things might not
work out.
Just be open to anything.
Be open to any shift in life.
I like that.
If you're here, if you're blue,
just be open to anything. Don't beat yourself up, and don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Give yourself grace.
We all
that comes back to
grace.
That comes back to self-love. And again, there is also strength in vulnerability.
showing your emotions.
Showing your
Because men are
emotions.
very bad at that. They don't display emotions.
I know these men. We need to have men in this podcast. They need to
invite our camera
They
guy.
need Kina Olendo. We need to have you guys in there.
Yeah.
Like
Talk
you.
about him. When
Talk
was the
about
last time your brother even told you, are you my love you, my Fiona?
Kwanza my brother doesn't. Okay, my brother is more of gift, like love language.
Oh, gifty.
Yeah, he's more of a love language kind of person.
Big bro.
You'll know he loves you when he maybe gifts you acts of service. Okay, not acts of service, because he gives me money.
Yeah.
He brings me chocolate.
With my
should
brother,
get bros.
I know they're supportive because they were like, after I posted the video and they were like reposting and sharing, congratulating me. Maybe that's their love language.
Maybe I feel like men express their emotions through love languages. He will do something for you
through actions.
Not words. They're not.
And sometimes words do.
Okay, some are good at affirming. Some are good at telling you how they feel.
But very
some,
few. How many? Like they're accountable. People who actually.
If not love bombing. You're going to love bomb me for 24 hours, then the next day you don't.
Today you're a baby girl, tomorrow you're like.
Is that part of love languages?
No, I think it's just toxicity. People are normalizing
toxicity
nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, men.
And
like,
you are so attracted to toxic people. Back when there's no drama in your life, you're going looking for drama.
You're looking for drama, exactly. So yeah, guys, there is strength in vulnerability. Just be comfortable to say how you feel.
Yeah.
You get.
And don't take any bull. Like just put people. But then I'm learning
Put
to put
people in their
places too. Like you did this. Like I'm not taking it.
I'm not taking that bullshit.
Yeah. But
me too.
But Tessa, what I've learned is to actually speak it out in a better way. Don't come in unanibeba. No. Explain to maybe not that
in a
person,
way that they can understand.
Maybe that person doesn't know whatever they're doing is getting to you.
Yeah.
So just explain in a good way and tell them this is how you feel. Yeah.
And also when you communicate from a place of truth, you unlock your future.
Yeah, that brings me to truth doesn't have to be brutal.
It doesn't have
brutal honesty. Let me give you brutal.
I know.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be like that. Just talk to people how you'd want to be talked
addressed to. Yeah. Me, I keep it real. You keep it real, and you're hurting people's feelings.
And you, when they keep it real with you, when they keep it real with you, how will you feel? Like, just let's talk to people how you want to be talked to.
Honestly, it doesn't have to be brutal. And keeping it real. Me, I'm a real person. You know, I say what I see. A spade is a spade, and a spoon is a spoon.
I won't call a spade a big spoon.
A big spoon.
And they're hurting your feelings.
You're telling you, but that here doesn't say. Like, there's a way of telling someone. You know.
I know.
Mama, that Nini doesn't look
but
good on you.
Honestly, as much as I don't want to be brutally honest, could have some things I didn't say.
Sometimes I feel it's kama unajua you're going to say a bad thing.
I'd rather you keep quiet.
Don't say it. If you feel I'm feeling this way. It's okay not to comment. See, lazima ukuwe na comment 24/7.
You don't need to have an opinion about something. Hey, me, I'd rather keep quiet. But if something is wrong, maybe with your outfit, I'll be like, hi, maybe close your zip, like pole. It's good, like, guy.
If I don't feel your dressing, I'm like, Ebu, try this other cloth. I see how it fits you. Not like, miss you, Pendi. Actually, don't like it. See, just mwambie, try this other one. I see how it looks on you. Ebu, what do you feel? Do you vibe with it?
True.
If you prefer, like, give people room ya kufeel ni hao wamechagua, but also because if you have too much opinion on someone's life, they na come off as a negative vibe. You get, give people chance yenye au wa drive to your decision au wenyewe like ni opinion, but you necessarily don't have to go with that.
Yeah, opinion. Another one would be like, if you're poison, you'll attract poison.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
But some people are actually good out here and you attract toxic.
But people, you can't be good 100. Like, definitely check yourself.
I'm not good 100, yes, or we are not good 100.
Me, this is just trying to say that always have good intentions. Because even if you're hiding on your face, you get it might be only like this society. I know is all about face value, but the heart also matters.
But they come to think of it, they actually know good people and bad people. There are only bad deeds and good deeds. And we are actually, all of us have done some bad and some good deeds. So you can't generalize a whole human being. It's just saying that this is a bad person. There's some good traits about this person.
So when like I was saying, like when you're poison, you'll attract poison. Sometimes people don't look like, okay, I don't want to say evil.
Poison are dressed well.
But I don't want to say anti-evil, but some people are evil at heart.
And their deeds.
When it comes to face value, they look so good.
And
but
so
at heart,
and so chill.
But at heart, oh my God.
Disaster.
And then you want to ask yourself, Lord, why are you bringing this kind of people in my life? When in real sense, you are the problem.
You're the problem. Yeah. But sometimes these people, like, they are dressing up to attract you. You get. I think, Pia, you should be like, analyze yourself, the people you attract. Like, go and analyze yourself based on your friends, your relationships. I think you should find a common trait and all these people possess.
Yes.
And then you start from yourself. Why? And asking
me
yourself,
too.
why do I attract such type of people?
I also had to like check myself because I was attracting
drama.
Not even drama, because I'm not a drama kind of babe.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty bitch. I can't be a drama kind of babe.
But there are people who attract
my
drama.
aura is that, my confidence is that, my self-esteem is. Seriously attract drama. But kuna tu a certain type of behavior. You get, I was attracting. And I had to check myself. Like, how do you meet these people? What do you talk about with these people?
Yeah.
You get, you need to check yourself. Like, don't just question, like, or don't blame it on the other person.
Yeah, be bold.
Like, also check yourself. Because it's also it may be a you problem.
Yeah, there was a time in life, actually, I was struggling with that. Like, I had to identify why I was attracting such type of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Where am I meeting them first?
Exactly.
And I'm actually, the first time I started saying no to those kind of things, I'm like, it gave me power. I'm like, I can actually say no to this. I didn't know it was an option till I said, like, no.
No, I can't.
I can't
deal.
I can't do a situationship. I can't do, like, I can't. I just can't. And I don't need to explain to you why I can't.
You just don't want.
I don't want. And that's a full, but then no, it's a full statement. It's a full answer in that you don't have to explain yourself past them.
You don't have to explain your no. A no is a no. Just go with the flow.
Eva.
And something else is, when you talked about situationships, when you talked about ships in general, this is actually a life lesson I've learned. Like, we don't have to put titles to things. Just go with the flow, go with the vibe. Right now, I'm not even putting if we vibe, we vibe. No. If we don't, we don't.
I think
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to force a relationship. If it comes, it will come spontaneously.
If it comes, but let's take out from the word go. Whatever you are looking for in these relationships. You know, today I just want to have some good time. You get? Yeah. Just tell me from the word go, but I want to have some good time.
Yeah.
If I'm open to that, well, be it. We are two adults. Let's do it. Yeah. But if I'm looking to be married, I'm like, these are the characters I want. If you can't adhere to this, if you're not this type of person, I gladly walk out. Just give me the chance to choose. Me flow, I can't do flow. From the word go, we are grown-ups. Tell me, hey, Madeline, I want this and this and this. I'm looking for this and this and this and this. If you feel you're not that type of person, kindly exit the situation.
Honestly speaking, I used to be a marriage kind of babe. Like any man I get, I want to have a family with.
That's naivety. I think it's a certain.
But right now, girl, we are going with the flow. Cause acha nikwambie, I am tired of meeting people and explaining to everyone I meet what I want. I've reached a point in my life where I just want to live my life honestly.
But imagine
without
okay
thinking
explaining. It's okay.
No,
it's okay explaining.
I know it's okay, but that's from your own point of view. This is from my point of view. I want to live my life. And it is okay to live your life. It is okay not to be in a relationship.
Definitely it's okay. It's okay.
We are just going with the vibe. I'm here for a good time. Imagine I'm not stressing myself. And as a young girl, please don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
As a young person, as a growing person, me, I'm talking as life lesson. Like a life lesson. Stop trying to put titles to everything.
You don't have to get everything figured out at once.
Stop trying to put titles to everything. Like, just go with the vibe.
What I do different is actually, Najua, if you tell someone directly what you want, if that guy is scared enough, he'll run away, let me tell you. If he can't meet your...
He'll run away.
He will run away, you know. But tell him, this is what, like, be point blank. If you're dating for marriage...
Be like, I want to date you for marriage.
See, like, necessarily you don't have to marry me. I'm not saying, I'm not proposing.
But you want a serious relationship.
But I'm committing to a serious relationship and I'm open to a serious relationship that will lead to marriage.
And
if it doesn't work out, it's okay still. We tried. We gave it our best.
That's my point, by the way. It's okay to go with the flow.
We gave it our best. But tell me...
Usi force ati, oh, me, I'm dating for marriage. Now I want you to marry me.
Tell me... yeah.
No, I want you to... As in, unajua pia, sometimes you're just... Dating is like getting to know each other, by the way. That's what people don't get. You're getting to know each other. But sir, this is like...
wifely duties.
You're already playing wifey, baby, ma. Like, we are just dating. It's like courtship. Yeah. Courtship is when you're trying to get to know this person. Yeah. And that is part of going with the flow. Because after getting to know this person, you'll understand their what dynamic they want with you. If they want a relationship, if they want a situationship, if they want an entangleship, if they want to... After that part of dating.
You know,
so that dating process is where, like, don't stop trying to instill factors and features on this person.
Telling me something, you have to marry me.
You have to. Like, just go with the vibe. Because sometimes we put so much pressure on these people.
I've ever been in those situations where people come at you, I want to marry. But I was scared of. I'm like,
love bombing, love bombs.
Yeah. Give me some grace, Bana. Give me some grace. Like,
you're still young.
How will you come and tell me, but I want to marry you?
Imagine you getting married at 25.
Actually, I think I was around 23, 22.
Me, imagine I was so obsessed with marriage. Me ata right now. Hey. But nikipata mtu naenda. If I get a husband.
Yeah.
But I feel God, your servant is ready. I am ready.
It's okay. It's okay. Like, we are grown-ups, ndio? Kifika mtu, like, maybe you're feeling like vibe. Like, tell me why you're dating. Like, why do you want to get in a relationship? But there are those people you meet from the word go and they tell you, by the way, I'd like to know you better. I'm dating for this. And like, they don't want games. Like, they have already... Wamecheza maisha yao. Wamechoka na
exactly.
So ukiambia mtu ati let's go with the flow. Amekuwa go with the flow.
Amekuwa go with the flow. So, but sasa mimi I will go with the flow. I'm not putting titles.
I'm just saying for such type of people.
Because you know, you need to also ask someone to be your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's vocal, definitely. We don't assume things.
So before girlfriend, what is the other title? Going with the flow. Before someone asks you out, because for me to be your girl,
a friendship, it starts as like I like you.
No, for me to be your girl, you need to ask me out. You need to bring me roses, write me a note. Now only after we've known each other, to get to know each other, we are comfortable in a comfortable space. Yeah. Now I want you to ask me out the same way you propose to your person to be your fiancé. You're gonna ask me out to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
We are not going to assume that it's you're in the relationship. Your time before you ask me out, I am not going to put titles or anything. We are going with the flow.
But before that...
As long as we are vibing.
Yeah, before that, I think you both should be clear on what you want on the relationship so that...
Yeah.
Kusikue na mbrutano
hapo mbele. We are trying to be clear.
Yeah.
And in that being clear, if he really wants you...
benefits, tell me.
If he really wants you, he's going to tell you. And if he doesn't want you, he's not going to tell you. Ataendelea waste time yako. Exactly. Yeah. And leftovers is where the glory is. Your leftovers.
I had that someone by Nani.
Sarah
Jakes, yeah.
The leftovers is where the glory is. Your mistake don't define you.
They don't define you.
They
actually refine you.
They refine you. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes.
Make them plenty.
Make them plenty.
And if I can actually learn from people's mistake, the better actually. Learn from people's mistake and not do that.
And also another thing I liked is when she said, keep your eyes open and your heart open, because there is another you want to glorify. Amen. What are you saying, amen?
Rich.
Yeah, so we're going to finish it. Keep your eyes open and your heart open, because there is another you're trying to behold or glorify.
Yeah, that brings me to the point of you can always reinvent yourself. You can be this bitch tomorrow. You can be this bitch the day after tomorrow. Like, you can choose to be any person you want to be. Like, there's room for improvement.
There is room for improvement. Very true.
What I like, the person I was 1 year ago is not the person I am now.
Today.
Yeah, and I'm fond of the growth. I love growth.
You love it.
And change is inevitable. After like a while coming to sit here, you'll be like, oh, you have changed a lot. You've actually changed a lot.
Yeah.
Change is good.
Change is inevitable.
Change is inevitable.
And also, like, don't allow anyone to bring you out of character. That's my last point.
Yeah.
Like, don't allow anyone or anything to bring out your character.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a bad, like, this thing is
There's
going to
someone
trigger
who
me.
rejoice in you, like being out of your own zen.
Yeah.
You're like, they're taking out of your own zen, and you're like, okay. The people who try you and test you.
Just operate from a place of sanity.
Yeah, but it's hard sometimes.
It's hard, but just try. If you're a calm person and you feel like that's what suits you,
that's
just remain calm.
Like,
there is no space for unnecessary drama because of people who are not worth it. Yeah, so
guys, thank you for watching.
I'm so happy. I feel so good.
I feel growth actually from our first episode.
Yeah,
that's blooming, actually.
We are blooming slowly by slowly.
Yeah, so.
And we're grateful. So guys, don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment,
share.
And share with your friends and family.
We really appreciate.
You see how we are trying to we're trying to put content back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
we're actually moving mountains here to give content back to back. And
so hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, subscribe, like, share. We appreciate those who have subscribed, share, and everything.
We really appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, bloom with us.
Until next time.
Peace.